Wake up. 7.34 just dropped. That's right, it is patch time and there has been a smorgasbord of changes. Midas is now shit and has consequently been bought more than wards, and Evoker is... what the fuck? I'm not reading all of that. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Evoker, but what I do know is what's going on in the middle lane. Now, I think that this patch has enabled some of the craziest mid laners we've seen in a while, and actually, the pros seem to agree with me, so let's have a look at what's being played right now. Riki. Riki mid is back. Stab. Sorry. Yeah, that's right, the little rat bastard has made his way back into the meta once again. I mean, this guy can't stay out of the meta no matter how hard he tries. His starting damage has been increased by a massive 14, and his base agility went from 18 to 30. This makes him an absolute beast in the early levels, which he used to struggle with in the middle lane. Let's see how Topson deals with it. Alright, we've got Topson playing up on the Riki versus the Queen of Pain, and this should be a tough matchup, but Topson doesn't care. He literally doesn't care at all. He just hits creeps, that's all he cares about. He also got first blood, which got him a really early ring of health. See, the Gyrocopter rotates in, he just keeps farming, he doesn't give a shit. My guy wants money, but can't resist to fight when more heroes turn up and it becomes a fight over the rune, and he sees an easy kill perhaps onto the Venomancer, and even the Queen of Pain getting a little bit low here. They have to chase her off just to stop her killing off the Gyrocopter, but doesn't stop Topson from getting a kill onto the Veno. Now he has a Meteor Hammer, you know what's happening. He's gonna hammer the tower again, and again. And stop to kill off a cheeky little Stoneman Hoodwink. And having the tower again. And this time you kill it. Tower's dead, Queen of Pain in ruins, and Topson is just getting absolutely out of control. Now he joins the first real fight of the game. I love how he stands at the side here to cast Hammer. Not worth doing this in a late game, but in the early game it is more powerful than jumping in and getting off some right clicks, especially when that arena is blocking you. 6-0-4 right now on the Riki, and whilst the team fight's going on, he finds the PA on the side, and this is so worthwhile to get a kill onto the enemy carry whilst the rest of the team is fighting. Now he goes in pretty deep here, and he is going to get punished as the Bloody Sky throws him back with a beautiful spear. Topson in some real trouble, but he gets the jump away, and he's even going to dodge out a bushwhack as well. This is absolutely ridiculous, but he does get a big greedy, comes back in for the Hoodwink kill, and that'll be his first death of the game. But revenge is not long served as he jumps onto the quad once again, and with the help of the Dawnbreaker brings him down, and with the advantage he's accumulated, it is just not possible for the team to fight anymore. He gets him onto the high ground and they finish the game. That was pretty damn sick, and unsurprisingly, it's pushed Riki's win rate up across all roles by quite a lot. In fact, it's up to 57.1%, which is huge, and is only beaten by one hero, and that is Witch Doctor. But of course, Witch Doctor is not a mid laner. Is he? Witch Doctor. Yep, that's right. Dendi saw the buffs to Witch Doctor's Aghanim Scepter and said, hold my beer, I'm going in. If you didn't know, Aghanim Scepter now bounces further. It's got more range, it does pure damage, so you can't do anything about it. And additionally, it bounces to creeps, which sounds like it might be shit, but it prioritizes heroes, which basically means that creeps essentially increase the effective range of the ability a lot. Let's just see how Dendi does. Alright, let's go. It is a Dendi Witch Doctor versus a Storm Spirit in the middle lane. I mean, Storm's a good mid, right? He'll own this, right? Well, let's see. Now this is a combo you'll start to see a lot of. It's not really a combo, it's just both of Witch Doctor spells. Maledict into the cast, and it does so much damage. Level 3 is just a ridiculous timing. The Storm can't really hold his own here. Now, Storm, he does try to stick around, but the cooldowns on these abilities aren't long, and Dendi just absolutely min-maxing here as he throws out the stun before Maledict's on cooldown, and that will get him the kill. Once again, another jump forward onto the Storm, and he's just dead. He doesn't stand a chance of surviving this. This is 2 kills back-to-back. Storm comes in. I mean, what can you do? You can't just not approach the lane, but now that there's 6 on the Witch Doctor, he's just going to get a freebie. Storm really needs to go jungle here, but you know what? Maybe you can get a rune. Maybe that'll help him survive and come back into the game, but no. And this one's just sad, honestly. Dendi now 5-0 on this Witch Doctor mid, absolutely turning it up right now. But this Invoker comes in and look at the healing from those new changes he's doing, but it's still not enough, especially with the Light Sealer helping out. But now Storm comes jumping on the sidelines here, trying to catch up. Dendi, the Infest comes through, the save is there, the miss up the high ground as well, and Dendi is going to get away. And look at this, Blink Dagger, Brown Boots. This is the build, and he's going to come straight back in and blow up the Storm Spirit once again. Storm tries to get away, but the Mar takes upon him, and the strike from Sven will bring him down. Over on the top side now, a huge team fight taking place. Sanking opening up, Dendi following up with that Blink Dagger. The Bat is doing their job, and they'll take down 2 once again. Sanking getting the credit for these kills as they bring down the Undying as well. Aghanim's now completed, and this is what we wanted to see. This is the cool one, as that Paralyzing Cast just obliterates that creep camp. Now, let's see what the Aghanims can do. Fight's taking place. Dendi's position well on the sidelines, and look at it bouncing around. The shots, I mean, it absolutely tears apart the Darkseer, and the Naga Siren takes a blasting as well. But unfortunately, you are still playing a Witch Doctor, and, well, that means this is always liable to happen. Voodoo Switcheroo buys him a little bit of time, but the Storm with a double damage ring will be able to get the solo kill here. That's what you've got to be careful of when you play it. And now at his advantage, Dire team are coming high ground. What are they going to do here? Well, the huge ulti in from the Sand King, followed up by, look at that cask bouncing around, and with that Death Ward doing so much damage. They'll have to back themselves away, but the damage, it's already done. I think the bounces don't stop. That is the issue. There is so much damage coming out from that Death Ward. But they're going to try again. And, well, you've seen this movie before, friends, and this one's just ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, the Lotus Orb reflecting the Electric Vortex is the real killer in that one. And this just keeps happening, guys. Like, they're trying to defend the high ground, and they're doing a marvelous job. And it's mostly this Death Ward, and the Sand King gets credit as well. Now we have a fight outside the base, and this time, well, it's a Voodoo Switcheroo at the moment, and they look like they're in a bad position here. That Ags on the Storm doing so much work. Dendi getting pretty damn low, but he's going to try and hold his ground. The Infest coming in on him once again. Death Ward coming through. He's going to have to pop the Refresher and the Voodoo Switcheroo at the very last second, and then blink away. He's actually going to survive this. And that is the key. The Refresher Orb into the Voodoo Switcheroo, into the swap. Sorry, into the blink. That shit's insane. And once again, just popping the BKB on the sidelines, throwing down the Death Ward. Oh my god. Naga can't fight this. She has to back away. This is turning into a long game now, but... And they go up the high ground. This time, they're caught out. The song's going to cancel just about everything, but don't forget, he's got that Refresher Orb on Dendi, and he's going to have to use it, but he gets hexed up immediately afterwards. Surely he dies here. Surely he gets brought down, but the Voodoo Switcheroo comes out again and does a ton of damage in the process and gets him out of danger. He gets out to safety. The rest of the team clean up, and that's going to be game. Niche? Certainly, but in the right matchups, this hero can do absolute work in the lane and also in the game itself, as Dendi just showed. The only issue with it is that it doesn't deal damage to BKB targets, and this can be a real issue in big team fights, especially when you need that spell to do work, so keep that in mind if you choose to play it yourself. Now, not gonna lie, I only had one thing on my mind when I read this patch. Look at it, it's just so girthy. Yeah, that's right, it's mid Jakiro, and they made his ultimate go from really long to really wide. And as we all know, width is more important than length. More importantly than that though, they've also given it 2 rows of ice which go along the Macropyre, thus making it really difficult to actually escape from said Macropyre, which means surely, if you rush it, you can get off some seriously powerful early game fights, and that's exactly what I tried to do. Well, this is me, so expect a significant drop in gameplay quality here, but hopefully it's still entertaining enough. I mean, I didn't see anybody else doing it in the pro game, so I just wanted to give it a try myself, and playing against Viper, I thought I'd have a tough time, but this guy kind of extends too far. The attack slow is really annoying for him, and this is kind of the tactic I evolved, just shoving out lanes with Dual Breath, and then obviously throwing down the Liquid Fire onto the Viper, and he can't really slow me enough to kill me, so I can just shove the lanes and go and farm a camp. And as you see in this fast-forwarded bit here, I just farm the camps, shove the lane, farm the camps, shove the lane. It's a really boring but very effective strategy.
You are killing it out there. No,
as you can see, I'm just rushing this Aghanims right now, and I'm going to make the first rotation up here onto the top side and try and save my Spirit Breaker who's in a bit of trouble. Look at the damage coming down, hitting that level 8 and just absolutely turning that Snapfire inside out. And DA comes across, and well, we'll be able to help out with the Disrupt kill as well. Right, now I'm really excited because I have the Agnins here. I pop it, but the cookie gets the disruptor out of danger immediately. But look at this bro on the Witch Doctor. Just jumps into the fire, says, don't worry, friend. Let's see a cool Agnins. I'll let you try it out. Thanks, mate. Now, this is when it doesn't look quite so strong. See, I get a pretty decent one off on 2 heroes here, and yeah, it does a lot of damage, but they both just walk away. I mean, need a little bit more lockdown, I guess. And here we go, laying down a bit more pain in the middle lane. This guy is not escaping. I mean, I'm sure a cookie would have helped out here, but Snapfire's got all the right ideas. Poor Witch Doctor just left for death. But we did manage to end this game, but not without a significant amount of feeding on my behalf. I mean, 9 deaths in the end from a pretty flawless early game. So yeah, that was my attempt. I mean, strong early game into pretty shit mid to late. I guess that could have been expected, but honestly, this felt pretty powerful, and this was a very shit game for it. I can see this making it into some professional games or some high-level pubs. However, I think it's really important you combo it up with some nice AoE stuns. Earth Spirit received some really nice buffs this patch, the most notable of which is the fact that he is now invulnerable when enrolling Boulder. But how invulnerable are we talking? Well... Now, I honestly don't think that this is as powerful as maybe it looks in that little clip. However, it is a really nice quality of life change and makes certain matchups which used to be absolute dog shit for him now completely playable. And, well, Karl took it a step further and made this hero look completely broken in his pub game. Alrighty, Karl, let's see this SEA magic right here. He's landing against the Queen of Pain once again, and, well, we'll see how we do. Again, Dagger just doesn't seem to be that good. These guys just brick it. Puts himself back, gets himself his urn, and heads down to the bottom lane. Wants to get himself some charges. The gank onto the Razor would be pretty key. I mean, moving to the lane where you think you can get the most kills is absolutely the play here. And this turns out excellently for Karl as they get themselves 2 kills down the bottom lane. Lovely, lovely charges. Immediately just turning it up into top as well. Non-stop aggression is the name of the game for this hero, and they're going to turn it into a kill onto the Spirit Breaker as well. Now the first big fight of the game, turning it up into the bottom side. I mean, they will be able to easily kill off this Witch Doctor, but now the Queen of Pain could be the next target. Omni-Slash comes bouncing on through, does a ton of work as the rolls are just non-stop from Karl here. He's even looking for more. He's going to find it. Roll across, finds the Marcy in the trees, just non-stop rolls on to this heroes. Talking about non-stop rolls, guy's got an arcane rune. I mean, this is absolutely nutty, the amount you can be rolling with this shit. And don't forget, you're dodging attacks when you're inside that roll. You're dodging damage. You can't be targeted. Any AoE stuff is just going to go straight through you. Spirit Vessel out, roll in, another kill, goes the way of Karl. He's just cleaning up in these ones. Higher Sunj, finished up, and a kill onto the Queen of Pain to boot. And he finds somebody else trying to hide out in the trees here as well. A sneaky little Spirit Breaker. Another day, another roll. Surely you don't go into the base at 20 minutes, but Karl, yes he does. He wants this Marcy. So aggressive. Misses the Magnetize completely. Is it going to matter? No, it is not. See you later, friends. And even the Boulder Smash to get the kill. It's not over yet. Baiting them in for the Queen of Pain. The Crystal Maiden's get off a nice ultimate here. And sure, misses that roll, but it doesn't really make a difference. This guy's going to go down regardless. The fight continues. I mean, they're committing to this one. But Karl, he doesn't give a damn, playing with his team and just constantly being on the front lines. Cross does get himself into a spot of bother here. Now, this could be a dangerous situation. I mean, he's maledicted up here, but look at this. He tanks one of the hits of the maledict inside the roll. Does it again. And look at that. He would have died here, but he just doesn't take damage because he's using the roll to dodge the ticks. Like, that's insane. He's already read the spell this well this early on. Pretty sick. So it's just baiting not going near the Razor whilst that BKB is up, and now closing the gap now that he can do some damage. Close to killing him off, Boulder Smash away, keeps himself a safe distance. Beautifully played, so sick. And now they're inside the base just doing whatever the hell they want, smacking away at heroes as the Ancient falls. It's a huge and easy win for Karl on the Earth Spirit mid. Honestly, I'd almost guarantee we're going to see some Earth Spirit mid in some pro games in the future. And finally, there's Earthshaker. Now, this is just a little nugget at the end because, honestly, he wasn't really changed that much to make him a star of the video, but this hero was already a great choice at mid in a lot of circumstances. He's always been good at securing last hits and denies, and now that they've given him a bit more range on Enchant Totem and Aftershock, he's a beast in the middle lane. Outside of the laning phase, honestly, it just makes the hero feel much more forgiving, especially when he has Ag so you can run around the map bonking heroes like you're playing Whack-A-Mole. And I'm not the only one that thinks so. The hero has soared in popularity amongst pro mid laners since the patch has dropped, with XM, Mikey, and Karl just a few of the players giving it a try. Alright, that's the end of the video. Now go get out there and have some fun, or have a mental breakdown and call your teammates some names. I really don't care. But if you did enjoy the video, then make sure you drop a subscribe and do all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay mad.